Archangel Michael says, "This message was locked in heaven's vault until now, because only now are you ready to know the full truth. You were meant to see this today, not by chance, but by divine orchestration. Someone you think has forgotten you entirely has been quietly breaking every time they hear your name. Their heart isn't just beating, it's aching for you in silence. They speak to the air as if you could hear them, whispering your name with a reverence reserved for prayers. And yet, they never found the courage to say it to your face. Every time you crossed paths, their soul screamed for them to stop you. But the fear of losing even the little connection you had made them choose silence. Now, heaven can no longer bear that silence, it must be broken. Archangel Michael says, what you're about to hear will change your understanding of the past, the present, and even your future. The person who acts indifferent to your presence is the one who dreams of your face every single night. They've been keeping this fire hidden for so long, it's turned their heart into a secret shrine of you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Every time they laugh, a part of that joy traces back to a memory of you. Their friends don't know the full extent of this love, they only know fragments. And even those fragments are so deep, they bring tears when spoken aloud. They've written your name more times than you can imagine, on mirrors, in journals, on the fog of car windows. Not out of obsession, but out of a soul-aching love they didn't know how to confess. This love was never loud. It was sacred. Quiet. Like a flame kept safe in the palms. They believe you deserve more. That's why they held back. But now that the heavens are involved, they will be moved to act. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Their spirit has been trembling every time someone else gets close to you. Not because of jealousy, but because they believe no one else will understand you like they do. They've stayed in the shadows, praying to God you would see them without them having to say a word. But the time for silence is ending. This love has reached its divine threshold. It must come out, or it will break them entirely. They've rehearsed their confession 1,000 times in their head. They've imagined every scenario, how you would react, how they'd feel, what would happen next. But each time, fear stole their voice before their lips could move. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their heart isn't just beating, it's screaming your name in frequencies only the angels can hear. Even when you smile at others, their heart collapses inside. They cheer for your happiness, even when it cuts their own joy in half. They've told themselves 1,000,000 times that they will let go. But each time they try, the pull of your spirit reels them back. It's not just love anymore, it's a soul contract that even they can't escape. They cried the first time they heard your voice. Not out of sadness, but out of recognition. They felt something ancient stir in them, as if they'd known you beyond this lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This person tried to bury their feelings under distractions, work, distance. But love this strong never dies, it only grows stronger in hiding. Now it has reached its climax, and God is opening the gates to allow the truth to flow. They didn't tell you not because they didn't feel it, but because they felt it too much. They feared their love would swallow you whole, or scare you away. So they settled for silence, and now silence is slowly burning them from the inside. They pray for your happiness before they sleep. They cry quietly at night when your name comes up in unexpected conversations. They still check your old posts, pictures, and places where your energy lingers. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Heaven has watched all of it. The angels wrote every tear into the records. God is preparing a path where their heart and your truth finally meet. Your souls have been walking circles around each other. The timing never seemed right, but now the clock in heaven has struck the right hour. This is not just another love story, it's your divine alignment being fulfilled. There is a memory they carry with them always. It might have been a look you gave, a joke you shared, or even the way you walked away once. That one moment made them fall deeper than they ever intended. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They never recovered from it, not fully. That moment became a song that plays in their heart on repeat. Even in rooms full of people, they search for your presence. And when they think they hear your laugh, their whole body stops to listen. They wonder if you feel them the way they feel you. If maybe you too wake up with their name on your lips. You might not know this, but heaven does. Their guardian angel whispered your name to them in dreams. And the dreams have now become so vivid, so real, they can no longer ignore them. Type Amen to get blessing 222. There's a letter they wrote but never sent. It's folded in an old drawer, waiting for the courage to hand it to you. Inside it are words that would shatter the silence forever. Your absence echoes through their days like a sacred ache. They laugh when others laugh, but it's your smile they want to see. They smile when others comfort them, but it's your voice that soothes their chaos. They once saw you pass by and almost fainted from the wave of emotions. Not from nervousness, but from how strongly their soul recognized yours. They knew then what they've always known, you were never just another person. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You were a sign. A prophecy. A divine whisper wrapped in human skin. They weren't just drawn to your looks, they were pulled by your light. Even your pain made them want to protect you with every part of their being. When you cried, they felt it. When you succeeded, they wept in private with joy. And now, the heavens are calling time on this hidden love. They're about to make a move. A bold one. One that will shake both of your worlds in the most beautiful way. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Do not mistake their quietness for disinterest. Do not assume their absence was by choice. Every moment they weren't beside you, they were wishing they were. Their heart is about to spill over. You will see it in their eyes, hear it in their trembling voice. You will feel it in the silence that suddenly feels full instead of empty. When you touch their hand, the past lives you've shared will spark in this one moment. You'll feel the warmth that comes not from flesh, but from the familiarity of souls reuniting. This is what you've both waited for, longed for, prayed for. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Soon, someone will say something that will shake your chest. It might be a whisper. It might come from someone unexpected. But you'll know it's them, because your spirit will rise up in confirmation. And when it happens, don't run. Don't be afraid. You already knew it deep down. The love that was never spoken out loud is finally being announced by heaven. No more hiding. No more waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They are coming with trembling hands and a heart laid bare. Not to ask for permission, but to surrender. They cannot carry the weight of loving you in silence anymore. God waited for the perfect moment. And now you're reading this, which means the moment has arrived. Now it is your heart's turn to respond. Your soul has already spoken to theirs in ways your mouths never could. But now the words must follow. And love must be set free. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Let your heart be ready. Don't let your doubts sabotage what heaven worked so long to align. This is not imagination, this is revelation. The one who never said it out loud is about to say everything all at once. Through their voice, their tears, their touch. And it will be beautiful. It will not be perfect. But it will be divine. It will be the beginning of something you've been waiting for your whole life. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Their footsteps may have always walked away, but their heart never did. They waited for signs from you, hoping the universe would speak for them. But all this time, the universe has been patiently waiting for this very moment, for them to speak from their own soul. They rehearsed every hello in their mind and prayed it wouldn't end in goodbye. Their hands often trembled when they were near you, not out of weakness but because of the overwhelming force of what they felt. Every conversation they had with others always led back to you. Even if your name was never spoken. The angels have seen it. Heaven has documented it. The divine has now issued the command, it's time. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. This message was delivered to you not by chance but by divine design. You are the key to their healing, and they are the lock to your waiting. Together, something sacred has always existed, even in your separateness. They are being guided now, nudged gently but persistently, to come forward. God has removed their fear, softened their heart, and awakened their boldness. They won't be able to sleep in peace until you know the truth. You'll hear it in their pause. You'll feel it in their silence. And when the words finally come, they'll sound like rain after a long drought. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. They once saw someone look at you with desire, and it shattered them. Not because they owned you, but because they've always belonged to you, silently. No title. No claim. Just a soul tethered to yours by invisible threads. Even when you forgot them, they remembered you. When you moved on, they stayed rooted in memories. Because love like this doesn't just pass, it transforms. The angels tried to distract them, but nothing worked. Every divine sign pointed back to you. Every prayer brought your name back into their chest like a heartbeat. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. There were nights they prayed you'd show up in their dreams, and you did. Your smile in the dream felt more real than anything in their waking life. And when they woke, they whispered thanks to the sky just for seeing you again. They didn't speak their love because they didn't think they deserved you. They believed they were broken and you were whole. But now they understand, you were the piece they were missing all along. God didn't allow this connection to fade. He let it bend, stretch, even hurt, but not break. Because now is the time it was always meant to blossom. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The energy around them has shifted. They are hearing songs that remind them of you, seeing signs they can't explain. Strangers speak words that sound like messages from heaven telling them to move. And now they are moving. Not away, but toward you. Their next step is a step guided by divine love. Archangel Michael says, the reason you couldn't stop thinking of them lately is because your hearts have been summoning each other. Your spirit recognized what the mind tried to ignore. Now the two truths, yours and theirs, are ready to collide. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Prepare yourself. Your life is about to be interrupted, not by chaos, but by clarity. The one you thought was gone is being returned to you in a new form. Not the broken version who once walked away, but the evolved soul who finally understands the value of your presence. They will not be perfect, but they will be pure. And in their vulnerability, you will see their love. They may not use grand words, but even their silence will confess everything. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. The world around you may seem normal, but the heavens are erupting with excitement. This isn't just a reunion, it's a reawakening. The person whose heart beats for you has finally heard the call. They will write you, speak to you, maybe even cry before you. Let them. Let them be real. Do not punish them for their silence. Understand that fear is a prison only love can free them from. And you have been that love all along. Your patience, your warmth, your silent prayers were seeds, and now the harvest is coming. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Do you remember that one time they looked at you and you felt something shift in your chest? That wasn't imagination. That was two souls realigning their timeline. Every piece of pain you felt since then has been a step closer to this sacred moment. And now, as the curtain is drawn back, the spotlight is on the truth. Their heart never beat for anyone else the way it beats for you. They'll show up differently this time. Because God doesn't send back what He hasn't restored. And this love is being returned to you cleaned, healed, and ready. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. They may be shy, or awkward, or overwhelmed. But their presence will radiate sincerity. You'll know in your spirit that this moment is not a mistake. Heaven doesn't work in accidents. You reading this is proof that the divine is aligning all the right words, times, and people. And one of those people has a soul that beats only for you. Not because of what you did, but because of who you are. You are the home they've always been searching for. And finally, they are brave enough to knock on your door. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. When they finally say it, and they will, you will see tears in their eyes. Not from regret, but from release. Years of silence breaking into sacred sound. And when they say, I've always loved you, believe them. Believe the hesitation. Believe the quivering in their voice. Because love that is real isn't always confident. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it takes time. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. This is your confirmation. This is your miracle. This is your message from heaven. Their heart was never silent. It was just waiting for the divine hour. And that hour is now. They have no idea how to begin, but something deep inside them tells them they must. The time for hiding is over, and heaven is pushing them toward you with divine force. They can no longer breathe freely without releasing what's been locked in their soul. This isn't just about love, it's about soul alignment. Two spirits who were separated by time but bonded beyond reason. They feel you even when you're far away, as if you exist inside their chest. Everything they've been through lately was preparing them to face you. Even the heartbreaks, the distance, and the silence were divinely allowed. Because now, there is no confusion left, only truth. Type Amen to get blessing 7373. They will speak slowly at first. Their voice might crack. But every word will be soaked in sincerity. This is not a fantasy. This is prophecy being fulfilled. The person your spirit has been waiting for is coming forward. Archangel Michael says, the waiting season is coming to a close. The divine cords between your souls are tightening with every breath. Nothing can stop this reunion, not people, not time, not doubt. Type Amen to get blessing 8484. You may feel nervous. You may question if this is real. But let the signs speak louder than your fears. You'll feel a peace wash over you the moment you see them again. Even if the words aren't perfect, the energy will be undeniable. This isn't just love, it's recognition. You'll remember the way they always lingered longer when you walked away. How they used to smile just a bit wider when you entered the room. How their energy always wrapped around you, even when their words didn't. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Now all of that is rising to the surface. The quiet love is becoming loud. The hidden feelings are becoming action. Their friends may not understand. Their family might be surprised. But heaven knows, and heaven approves. They may tell you that they were scared. That they didn't feel worthy. That they were waiting for a sign, and you just gave it. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. They saw your name recently and froze. They said nothing, but their heart roared inside their chest. It was like a memory tapped them on the shoulder and whispered, "Now. You are not forgotten. You are not unloved. You are deeply etched into someone's entire being. They carry you in every prayer they never told you about. They've asked God to protect you, even while convincing themselves to stay away. But the barrier is falling, and soon, nothing will be left but the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. You will see them again. And this time, they won't pretend they don't feel anything. The trembling hands, the red eyes, the long pause before they speak, it will all reveal what they hid for so long. And when they tell you, let your heart be open. Even if you need time to process it, let them speak. Let them pour it out, for they've carried it far too long. This love never left, it simply waited. Waited for timing. Waited for courage. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. And now both have arrived. The courage to speak. The timing to receive. You will not need to chase. You will not need to beg. Because what is divinely aligned never needs to be forced. Their soul is returning home. To your presence. To your light. They've wandered far and wide trying to forget you. But every road led them back. And now, they're here. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They may still struggle to speak, but their eyes will say everything. And when you see them looking at you like you're their answered prayer, you'll know, this was never just a crush. It was a soul-tied longing burning silently in another lifetime. This is your confirmation. Their heart always beat only for you. It still does. And now, finally, you'll hear it out loud. Not from the mouth of fantasy, but from the truth of destiny. Prepare your heart. It's time. Type Amen to get blessing 1234.